Welcome. Welcome to the Tissletti podcast. This is the first episode 2024. Karibuni sana bana. The last one we did ilikuwa lini bana?
Welcome. Last one we did was last year.
You know the day. We need the month and the
Last year.
yeah, it's been that long. So
it's long.
yeah, we both got busy, and busy is it's an eloquent way of saying lazy. So yeah, we got very busy. And in case you didn't know, my name is Douglas Njoroge, and my co-host is
Dennis Yambane.
very nice. So yeah, welcome to the Tissletti podcast. So on the agenda, we are going to look at how last year was for each person here, then what we look forward to doing in 2024. So that's the first agenda. Then the second, we're going to talk about politics in general, what's been happening, what's up. Then we'll give our views about it. Then the third option, or the third item on the agenda, will be about business, what business you can do in 2024 if you're starting out this year. Then lastly, we're going to talk about project cars. So welcome, hope you enjoy.
I wanted to say someone's name hapo kwa project kazi.
Sianze kusumbua watu hapa. Tuambie tuna cloud chase hapa for views. Alright, so tuanze na first agenda. How's your 2023 been?
2023 it was good. Got to travel.
You travel? Yes. That's also another reason why we couldn't do the podcast. My man's over here. Alienda Mayolo. Jamaa alienda na kurudi na accent bwana.
Mayolo hapa Mombasa.
Zizi. Takutambua boss.
Watu wana traveling hizi wa kwanza. It's good to nipata kuona another part of the world yenye mtu hajaona.
That's nice.
It was nice to see how other people live. Then you know how your place is, the difference and the contrast to how other countries are run. Na venye sisi tunakuwa run huko kama makondo.
Yeah.
But it was good. Got to travel to Australia. It's a nice place.
Nice.
Very beautiful, very organized.
Uli like sana
Ni place poa sana. So wenye wanaenda wenyewe mnaenda countries poa. That's why watu wanahepa from Kenya.
Sasa una to left.
Niko around. I'm around.
For now. For now. It's around. That's good.
Yeah, how was yours?
Yeah, at the same time, ukienda si had Rorashio. So 2023 has been good by the way to me. I would like to say it has been hard, but
it's been
ground nasema different.
Unajua in Kenya kila mtu anasemanga ni kugumu, lakini guys are pulling out stunts zenye unashangaa what's up?
It's been good for me and my family. Finally nilianza the process ya kulipa the bride price. And culturally, for most people, if you don't know, I'm a Kikuyu and yetu haishi, but at least I took ownership. It's been a long time coming, by the way. It took me 9 years peleka Rorashio bana. So at least niko nimeenda introduction, so introduction tulifanya. But as you know, introduction kenye unaacha is nothing. Hiyo tu ni tulienda kuona wazazi. Kutembea, actually that's the correct word. Tulienda kutembea. So saizi this was the real negotiation, and I'd say it was well received na ilienda poa sana, although kulikuwa na technical difficulties za kufika, tulifika late.
So mnasikia watu wenye mdoa process ndio hiyo mnaambiwa
tulifika late bana. I felt so embarrassed na venye tulitoka naye mapema. It's just marshalling people mazeni kazi
wenye amjaenda kupeleka bride prize.
Hapana kana bibi bwana.
Kana mali wenyewe for free.
Si bibi, acha tu nikwambie ukweli. Wewe umekaa hapo na hujalipa bride price. Ati na umeenda sijui kwa AG.
Umeenda kwa
na maneno mengine mingi una complicate. We Joe si bibi. Lazima uende huko.
Enda ulipiane mahali.
So this is a personal opinion, of course, but to me kwangu, if kama umeoa number 1 nyumbani, cultural, lazima ujulikane. Na don't look at it in terms of what undergoes. There's quite some significance behind it.
Mtu asiende mbele yako ukifikiri uko na mtu.
Exactly. Unaona? Sasa when you have these unions, culturally, mimi napenda the parties involved, the people you have to bring in, because your mom is there, majority of your family who's important to you will be there, your friends will be there. Now unfortunately Deno couldn't be there because he come in Australia. Now that's why he was not there, but everyone who was important in my life was there. Now unlike churches, a church wedding, it's okay, it's done under the eyes of God, the umbrella of the church, with God's blessing. But again, watu wenye wanakuja in most weddings ni sherehe. Ni sherehe mama. The thing about church weddings yenye inasaidia sana ni hiyo sasa, the union, that the lawful union yenye utafanywa bado kwa AG. So that's the significance of it. Yes, people have seen, yes, people can divorce, but sasa culturally divorce is very hard. Ni ngumu. Ukishaenda sidhani kunaweza kuwa na divorce. You can be separated, but the two families are united na ni hard kutoa hizo roots.
You can go separate ways, but
sidhani unaweza divorce culturally. Sidhani once the two are joined, ni hivyo. Wakiachana sasa you can't remarry culturally. You can go do the lawful one. But in case mimi na let's say my wife tuachane, hiyo story hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza enda huko because they know me, and that's the end of that story. Sawa, wewe labda uende tu kwa AG, usaidike huko, uende kwa sheria usaidike, and that's even after she's declared divorce. So it's quite a process, but yeah, that was one highlight of 2023 amongst many, but it is the one that
stood out.
Sasa tuko a new year, and of course a new government.
It's not new, it's an old government. Kishaenda in office 1 year and plus, you're no longer new, you're an old government.
But so bado tuna acclimatize.
But the same shenanigans day in day out.
So 2024 bana, what are your plans?
2024. Unajua watu wanasemanga vitu mingi sana January. Resolutions zinakuanga mingi.
Karatasi ni clean.
Karatasi zinakuanga imeandikwa vitu mingi, lakini nitasema tu focus na kitu yenye mtu anataka kufanya, kenye nataka kufanya, then tuone venye itaenda. But nikisema ati ndaweka resolutions at the end of the year, I've done none of the resolution. To me, spendangi kuweka resolution mostly. Spendi, so whatever I'm doing, hiyo ndo nataka ni concentrate nayo first.
Okay.
Continue concentrating on it mpaka venye itajipa, na tuendelee kupiga episodes.
Bana, I think hiyo ni one of the things that you should be doing.
Unless anything comes up hapo katikati ndio maybe inaweza affect anything, but kuweka strict resolutions ni utiaji tu. It's nothing 90% of those things watu huweka hakuna kitu ufanya. Like right now utapata watu wengi waliweka lazima wa hit the gym.
That's one thing pia nifanya last year. Really the gym too sana.
So I think it's the last day of the second month.
Yeah.
So most people kuanzia March story ya gym imeishia hapo.
Imeanza rudi factory setting. Pole tu. That's nice. Anything else?
We'll see.
You'll see.
Anything that comes up, tutadeal nayo sasa hizo. But mostly better my life too.
It's good stuff. I'm of the same opinion by the hata mimi this year I didn't do resolutions. Whatever unfinished job was haikufanyika 2023, that's what I'm doing 2024. So majority of the groundwork minimally, so it's just continuing with it. So sijuka ni age factor ama ni nini, unaka age ukifika resolutions don't matter anymore. Kenye ina matter ni what you've achieved.
What you've achieved and what you're planning to achieve. So what you are doing, concentrate on that.
So same here. So
because whatever the resolution you are making utasema una make side are the same ones ulisema utafanya 2023 kianza. I change instead of making the same resolutions, you continue with what you're doing.
So the same for as in pia list is kubwa bana. If you have a resolution or whatever, if you are planning to do something, your list should have a maximum of 5 items. Manena kuona list yes, do 10 items, it won't work. Maximum 5 items, minimum 3 items, so that you work on them, toa unaongeza ingine. These things here kuongeza list to me doesn't make sense anyway. So that's what we're planning to do 2024. Continue same
episode after episode.
And for the podcast side, the most important thing, we are behind. We didn't do January. And already hiyo ni -4. February mwisho wa mwezi another -4. So we are a few episodes behind, and but it doesn't matter. This is episode number 1, so let's for 2024 at least let's see malita. Alright, so second agenda. What's the second agenda? Politics. So politics in general.
Uliona Rao people are saying ame handshake Mr. Ruto. Because walikuwa pamoja in Uganda kwenda kuona Museveni. Ukweli uongo?
My opinion is say ni political class. Unajua? So
in light of your history Rao kwenda baba kwenda
sisi ndio tuko drawn between black and white, us and them. But if you think about them, they are a political class. So ni inevitable ni inevitable wafanye busy because of the same class. Where hata ukiangalia wherever you are from, kijiji yenu, mtaa, anywhere, people who do business always meet and they do business together. So it's very normal for that thing to happen. Wewe wako na biashara pale, wewe wako na biashara pale, wanajuana. They are from the same town. Okay, they ask each other how it's going, and kana anaweza saidia, wanasaidiana. So I don't see a problem with the whole Ruto and Rao working. Mimi sioni. One is more powerful, and technically huo mwingine ndio number 2. It was inevitable.
It was bound to
exactly.
Lazima wange meet.
So and if not now, sometimes later. Inge happen. Because either way, if you check the trend, all governments work with the opposition. It's just they are politicians.
Now that Raila is going to exit.
Hopefully hata mimi nataka ingie by the way.
Maybe
I hope ingie hiyo seat.
Akiingia hiyo seat ya AU, so opposition in Kenya itakuwa dead ama bado itakuwa alive?
Technically mi kwangu it's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Watu wamebaki hakuna.
You know, the opposition leader has his ducks in a row. Wasi, and majority of them pia wako busy. Those guys we used to identify as the opposition wako. If you check Azimio, the alliance, we can't say Martha Karua can do anything. Kalonzo sasa itabidiaji he finds something. But hata kosa between Rao na the president, there's nothing honorable. As in, there's nothing atakosa ya kufanya, if you ask me. And plus, even when he's there as active in the opposition, still they all have things.
So sai Rao aki exit the political scene in Kenya, nani anakuwa the de facto opposition leader?
Si bado mi okay, unless it is determined, so mi bado naona bado itakuwa Raila,
but hata involved in political activities in Kenya.
Yes, because of his so to me it's still the opposition is gone.
Itakuwa gone, but mwenye ata assume your mantle,
we will wait and see.
Mimi naona itakuwa as per now wataona.
So we speculate. But okay,
because there is nobody else at there. Rao and this guy it's buy one get one free. Get Davadi, get Wetangula. So those are the guys tumezoea the opposition na sasa wako in government. So the only person remaining outside ni Kalonzo.
Technically yes, but we'll see if there'll be tutaangalia kama kutakuwa na any action taken on behalf of the opposition and see whether they will administer.
Kivyangu opposition in Kenya will be dead.
That's what hata mimi inaangalia.
There is nobody who is going to have a very strong opposition yenye itapatia
if he takes the job which to me he should anafaa achukue job ya
so it depends na votes zenye watakast huko kwa hiyo AU or something.
But mi kwangu ukiniuliza, unajua everyone thinks akipata the job AU chairman he won't be involved in local politics, but
there is no constitution inasema ama kuna constitution inasema kuwa involved.
It's just sisi ndio tumeplace expectations on him,
or maybe one of the requirements za kuwa na hiyo job it means you don't get involved in local politics of your country.
I don't think so, because if it is you have to do the job, yes, and your job near how long? I don't think it's for 4 years.
It's not. This guy amekaa for how long?
No, the
previous.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know.
Let's assume it's for 2 years.
No, it's not 2 years.
Yeah, you chairman.
Yeah.
Lazima wa rotate. Sidhani itakuwa for long.
No, it's no more.
Tuko na net, hebu angalia.
It's not more than 2 years.
Hebu angalia.
Hey chairman. No, it's more than 2 years.
Hebu check. As he checks, so my opinion is he'll be on both. He'll run the opposition at one point na bado atadu his job. If it becomes too much, then definitely atadu the AU job kwanza as the chair, and then administer some lieutenants, most likely Kalonzo, to head the alliance and maybe the opposition. So that's my opinion. So the opposition won't be dead, but definitely sioni itakuwa active as it used to be.
Opposition itakuwa na nguvu. To be so weak, extremely weak.
So maybe this is an opportunity for someone to make a case for themselves.
For how long? Duration. Years.
Exactly.
One year term is
The opposition is very much active. That's a story.
He's going to be back in 2027. No,
So
he's going 1 year term. So 2026 is done.
So it's not
It's
a
back for-
nilijua tu yezi kuwa because it's a
Most
you know
of
you're
us-
surrounded by president. Hakuna venye wewe utakuwa president of presidents na ukae
more than a
na
year.
ukae yeah. A year I think is short.
You mean you want
Because
to mean
unless
Mustafa
ka
has
hiyo
just
kiti
gone
ni-
for 1 year.
Unless ka hiyo kiti ni ceremonial, it should be more than 1 year.
Yeah,
It
more
should
than
be 2
1
years
year.
if you ask me.
At least 2 years is much
2
better.
years unless kama significance yake si kubwa, it's ceremonial.
This guy
Ujeke kwa CV.
You want to mean say wanataka wana push for out to go to this AU thing. Wakijua he's just going to be there for 1 year. Then atarudi 2026.
Wacha hata hivyo. I don't
Elections itakuwa I think the end of this year. Then next year he starts. Then 2026 is done. 2026 ndio politics sasa ya elections iko Kenya. Tunaanza kuwanerera for
2027.
2027. So tunaanza nitongwa, what is it called, campaigning, yes, for 2027. So he's back to campaign for 2027 na
inaweza kuwa ni manini pia,
or maybe
inaweza kuwa ni ma side show,
ama ni side show, ama strike deal or something.
if he's the chair of the heads of state, aren't you supposed to be a head of state in the first place?
No, it's not a must. I guess it's not a must. If he's going for it, it's not a must. You just need to be, your government just needs to support you.
Anyway, if he's a candidate, I wish him the best. If he goes through, then better.
Yeah,
But for the opposition, if he has a good organization, then someone else should step up when he's not there. Very simple.
Who?
If you are
That's
saying
the
Kalonzo,
question.
I don't have a problem with that, but someone must step up. Kama ni Sifuna anaweko hapo, aingishwe. If it's the secretary general ama ni nani, I don't know how the organization is, but
there is
to
a
me-
deputy, Joho is the deputy of ODM.
Yeah, whoever is given the mandate must do their job. Even if unataka must do their job.
Must give Ruto a run for his money.
If he's not around, he's working on something else, then someone else must come and keep the government in check.
Okay.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. I don't have either way, right? If the opposition dies because amechukua hiyo kiti, then the opposition is not effective.
Yeah, it's not effective.
That's simply put, which sasa hatutakuwa na opposition.
But
That's my opinion.
truth be told, Raila is the opposition.
Yeah, but saizi we'll see if there's some chinks in the armor ya opposition.
Hakuna.
Tuone kama kuna ka weakness if he goes for the seat, because if the opposition becomes redundant, then the whole party imebebwa na msemo mmoja.
Mbona nafikiria Kenya Kwisha ina nini, Kenya Kwanza ina push for him to go, because they know he's the only stumbling block. He's the only, wanajua the rest can't have any effect on the opposition as Raila has.
But you see fair, because
So that's why wanamsupport
Kenya, wataka kuniambia Kenya now is under control of just one person.
Yeah, he controls.
If I
wewe unajua he controls. Wakisema kesho ni holiday, unajua ni holiday.
Yeah, but
hata atafungua.
Just pia system ya Kenya ya politics inaweza kuwa redundant at the same time.
Yeah, ni redundant, but unajua watu wali assume wakasema okay, he was not good, but alikuwa nani alisema, Uhuru said let's make this thing election isikue one man takes all. That's the same thing Ruto alisema yesterday.
Jana.
Yeah, he repeated the
but
same
hizo zinakuanga side shows, because the constitution, it's true, but the constitution ishapeana. We don't implement the constitution, tunapeana hizi side shows za kuweka sijui how many deputy prime ministers and all that. We don't need that. We need the implementation of the constitution, give more powers to governors, give more powers to the treasury, give more powers to the judiciary, give more powers to the MPs. Badala ya kutuletea all these other but offices zenye hatuhitaji.
Hata give more powers, haiwezi kuwa give more powers kwa sababu everybody is now under the executive.
Exactly. So
there is no inakwanga independence ama dependence.
Yes, independence.
There is no judiciary is not on its own.
Yes.
Parliament hiyo ilishawekwa kwa mfuko kitambo, hiyo tusahau. Like everybody now is under the executive, president's order. Ikisema ina happen.
Structure ziko, but implementation. To me, the whole issue winner takes all is an issue of implementation rather than creating more offices. Anyone who says more offices, mi kwangu ni side shows.
Yeah, or more offices ni side shows.
You have to implement it in the constitution.
Dig deep into taxpayers.
Exactly. Referendums, we've been here before.
Hata hizi zenye wameunda CSS wamekatalia hapo.
Exactly.
They are being paid money.
Yes. A very good point. Hata iko na South CSS buda.
Hata Mudavadi.
Na bado wako.
Hata Mudavadi ni illegal.
See, nimekumbuka story ya CS wako wangapi?
Sijui 54.
Alafu.
Ama 52.
Mimi usiniambie maneno ya kuchange constitution. Hizo ni side shows. Implement it. Wacha kuniambia hapa ati sijui tulete sijui.
Sasa tukajua
prime ministers, sijui deputy watano,
ati prime cabinet secretary. Na tena tukiweka prime cabinet secretary tuwekewe prime cabinet first sijui lady office. Wakula tu pesa za Kenya for nothing.
It's just it's unnecessary. Unnecessary.
But anyway, tutakaa na hiyo serikali for 10 years.
I hope tutamka in this term. Tusipoamka, honestly speaking, mi siwezi trust wa Kenyans tena. Kenyans tunapenda kuteta but we do nothing. If this government serve 10 years, mimi
going by the ground kwa mashinani. Mashinani watu
they are going to vote.
Watu hawata vote unless Kenyans tunakwanga, I don't know what happens ikifika election time. Watu wanakaa tu ikawa wamechangewa brains, wamewekwa something else so they don't think. But saa hii unaenda mashinani watu unauliza kila mtu ana complain, so you ask why ulivotia mtu fulani, why ulivotia Ruto? Mimi sikumvotia. So who voted? Kila mtu mashinani anakana anapiga nduru, but who voted?
Unajua, we have to take ownership for our decisions. And if you don't, you're going to do the same mistake again. The same mistake. So kama ulivote na kilikuramba, kubali tu. kubali tu rosa. So buda hapa.
Ile ni ramba yani constitutional right ya.
Yes.
Na hakuna mtu atakuchapa.
It is okay to get back on your word.
Yeah.
If you've made a mistake, it is very much allowed. Hata madhe me I know people who are supporters of na lakini kweli aliwanyorosha na mapromise hapa and delivered nothing.
Not even one.
No steam opposition.
Ile unajua ukidanganya mtu unamfanyianga kitu kimoja tu. Hata wale ma conman wanakujanga wakamare wanaachanga you win, then they kill you off. Now huyu hata mmoja you lose some to win some. So they agree, they let you win one, then they kill you off with the rest. They get all your money. Huyu hata ile moja, like just one thing uliambiwa say gas itakuwa okay, the mtungi itself basi wachana the gas, just the mtungi ulisema tuacha na gas, mtungi tu yenye tulisema ni mtungi basi, hiyo mtungi tu tufanye hiyo 3 so basi, hata ama tufanye tu 5 so basi Tufanye tu.
Unajua hata
hiyo
si
moja tu ya kupumbaza watu, hakuna nothing.
Hata si tulishindwa by the way. I was team Azimio and we lost.
Jeshi hapa.
We lost the election na tulikubali.
Ilichezwa.
But hiyo tulikubali. Ilituma tulikubali. So hata wewe kama ulivotia igava kubali kuna utiaji fulani. Na hiyo story tunaendelea kutoka hapo. So anything else about politics?
Vitu ni nyingi politics.
Gani nyingine?
Nyingi this politics. You know, like who deputy president. Unajua niliangalia Gachagua thinks he's the first deputy president ever to be in power in Kenya. Venye anaongea his mannerisms, nilisikia sijui ati akienda place kunafungwa sijui barabara for sijui how many days. Ndio akuje, like the way he talks, so full of himself. Here I think we should not somebody. I'm reminding him. Kalonzo was deputy president. There is Mudiawori, very humble. Musalia Mudavadi was deputy president for 1 month. Kibaki was deputy president. Yeah? Saitoti was there. Nili hapenia Saitoti. Last minute Moi alimruka. Akapewa uhuru. So, Gachagua, all your houses, relax. Enda pole pole, kanyaga pole pole. The person unajifanya wewe ndio mkubwa. The guy mwenye ako hapo atakuchezea game mpaka ushangae. Ruto ni very cunning guy. Atakuchezea hapo utabaki kwa mataa. Wewe endelea kupigana na Uhuru the way you fighting him. And your puppies mna send kina this command was called Bibi Ruto Kimani Ichung'wah. So don't forget, you're not the first and you would be the last. Kiburi yaka kando, fanyia watu kazi. You never know what 2027 holds for you. Yeah, unajua amekaa hapa kwa anashakuwa president 2032.
Sasa for the safety of our lives, I think politics to address in a certain manner without calling out names.
We'll call out names because we are not talking something which is not in public domain.
Yeah, but
we are free to criticize.
But let's not address them directly.
Oh, let's not address them. Okay.
Let's say person X. Person Y. Person A, B, C, D. Yes, so that unajua tu wasio uzama. So that
let me not say what I wanted to say.
We want you in this podcast for longer. So as far as politics is concerned,
let's say
the revised version is nilitoa point gani? Sema story the opposition and the AU and everything else. So since I'm not saying anything bad about the opposition, I can say the leader of the opposition, we wish you well. We wish you well, and we hope that there will be an official opposition.
There will be.
Yes,
there will be, but we hope it will be strong as the one which is there.
As far as the current leader is concerned, as the current leader is concerned,
maisha muhimu
umetulet down baya. So just and there's too much control and nothing is happening. It's just there's too many bad things to mention without being bitter. So yeah, it's high time change. If not, I would trust Kenyans to make changes for the next election. But sasa mi shida ya Kenya pia I don't trust them. Like you said, ikifika tu ni elections, watu wamerudi back to the hard lines.
Wow.
Watu wako tribal,
wanatolewa brain, wanawekwa brain nyingine yenye sasa it's not functioning.
So
iko too dead.
Sasa hiyo story ndio
Then
sasa
you vote the colors and the slogans.
Yeah. That's as usual.
What I know, 2027, so many MPs will hit the road.
I hope kukuwe na
hit the road.
Kukuwe na natural selection. The best streets ziende mbele. Hizi mbaya tuache zibaki nyuma because aziendeleshe gene vizuri. Tunataka good progenies. Yeah. Beautiful. The ones who are ugly. Kama uko na defective gene unabaki nyuma. Kama uko na good properties of a gene, you are allowed to move forward. So that's the way we are going to handle politics. So next, I think that's enough said of politics.
Politics is just the whole.
Of course, we hold more opinions on a personal level, but sometimes Kenyan politics saizi, I guess, zote ni za kuturudisha nyuma. That's the problem.
Kuna
politics as they are right now, zote ni za kurudisha nyuma. So there's nothing good to talk about politics. We would be any different apart from all other guys when you wanashinda tu waki complain and never do anything. That's the main problem. I hope complain and do nothing.
We need a fresh faces huko juu.
Yes. The political faces. Class.
The ones we have right now, tumekam now from 90s, 2000s,
to the 10s. To the 2010s and in the 2020s na bado
ni wale when wana huko juu the top crop the same tuna recycle
and sisi ndio tumewalect. So I'm talking to you Kenyans, it's high time we took ownership and made changes. Your gospel
inafaa
iimbwe kabisa. On this podcast we will insist on that gospel.
Is a must.
Lazima
na revolution is at the ballot.
Yeah.
If you see somebody new better, that new person, that the one we are recycling. If it's not Kalonzo, it's Mudavadi. If it's not Mudavadi, it's Wetangula. If not Wetangula, now it's Ruto is gone. Those are the people.
Sasa tumenyorosha ma taxes bana. Mimi hata sijaona protest. Everyone is looking at the opposition leader to do something. Wewe si ufanye kitu bwana. Unangoja. Anakubaliana na ile time alisema mimi niko nyumbani na wase wangu. Sasa hapo mimi and it's true. Wewe ndio unanyorosha, kwa hivyo sasa do something.
But niliona the Moranga guys yesterday for avocados. No, hell no.
Yes, that is what we want to see on the ground.
If you are paying taxes and the taxes are not helping you,
very good.
Watu waongee.
You have a right, wakitokea we can whatever has been happening has been encouraging. Mali mnakuja, you have told stories and we all know those stories are just stories. There's nothing there. Wewe badala ya kusimama hapo unaanza kutembea, unaingia wera, unachapa job yako, wandudia na ngoja customer. Hakuna kuacha uende usikize stories. Hiyo we like.
Don't be hii mambo ati mnakimbia we are idle kwa sababu the government is not creating employment for people. Wanataka mali wakikuja wakisimama mnajaa hapo because you are idle. Alafu wanataka mali wanawapatia like 500 shillings or 1000 to go attend their rallies. Because you are idle.
Let us not attend those rallies.
They are not creating an environment which is going to give you people employment. So wanawafanya tu mnakaa tu tukondoo tu fulani. Tunafanya tunakaa tukondoo.
Venye tumenyoroshwa taxes.
Nyoroshwa taxes. Tena tuambiwe tusijui tu
taxes zimerenemiwa na ni zingi. Unaletewa hii tukireject hii inaenda inabadilishwa jina inarudishwa tena alafu sasa ni kweli.
Like right now there is this shift inaendelea na people watu hawaongei.
Na umesahau scandal ya NHIF and the way it was not even working in the first place.
You get an NHIF inakuletea
unalipiaje insurance unaambiwa uende uambiwe ni kitanda it only works for civil servants. Kwani tunalipia civil servants peke yake? Hiyo kitu.
It only works for civil servants.
Simple stuff we can't get right.
Get right.
Mkien you're heckling at rallies. I like that's civil disobedience.
Yes.
And I like it. You have that right. Those are the things I want to see Kenyans
do. Yes. Lakini mambo mtu anasema kitu alafu mna clap hapo alafu kazi yetu ni kumalizia sentence. Mtu
hata sisi tukiwa hapa we take initiative. We talk about it on the podcast.
We need
and we give our opinion. We don't say it's the truth, but we give our opinion. And that's the end of that story. So I've done my duty.
Civil disobedience lazima people revolution. Jimmy Wanjigi is saying it and people are not listening.
Yes.
People you should listen. Na tunawaambia sikizeni. Na muache kusema ati biashara zenyu watu wakienda maandamano or something biashara zenyu zinaumia. Bila hiyo maandamano right now your businesses are closing. Businesses are hurting. You can't import vijana walikuwa na import vitu. Sasa kuimport kitu is very expensive.
Na hizo ndizo wase hustle walikuwa wanafanya.
Hizo ndio hustle watu.
Hata mimi nilifanya hiyo hustle. You check something online, you import. You come and sell, make a few bucks. That's an opportunity. Says hiyo road imefungwa.
Road is closed. And people are silent. Wachani kukimbia X na kupiga kelele na keyboard peke yake. We need people to get out kwa streets, watu watoke. Watu waende watoke kutoka kwa keyboard at times zaisaidi na tunapiga kelele leo kesho inaogelea.
We need more.
It comes to the ballot, angalieni. If it's the normal the same people wachaneni nayo. Exactly. If there is somebody else who is not
normal, they are active,
vote for that person.
Kuna active politicians who are doing the Lord's work. Recognize them now and vote for them later. We all know them. Edwin Sifuna, Jimmy Wanjigi. Who else?
If Jimmy Wanjigi will be on the ballot box come 2027,
you should vote for him. Vote for him in plenty.
Wacha tuone atafanya nini hata yeye. Tuna recycle kila siku hapa tumewazoea tuwataki.
Robert Alai tayari kama he calls it like it is. A very sober guy. Yes. Jamaa promotiwe tumweke MP somewhere.
If your MP is going to sleep kwa parliament, kaa nje. We are the employers.
Eric Omondi.
Angalia. Badala time wa Kenya watajua we are the employers. Itakuwa poa sana.
It is good to empower yourself.
Because Kenyans tunafikirianga MPs from the president, the MP, the MCA, the women rep, ati hao ndo wadosi wetu. Hiyo ndo wa Kenya ufikiria. Sisi ndo wadosi. Sisi ndo wa Kenya ndo wanaweka wale wase pale. We are sending you to go and work for us, not you to come and bully us.
Yes.
Even though imekuwa tunakuweka pale alafu now you come and bully us. You don't want to do stuff for us.
Unajua hata wamekill devolution. It used to be Kivuza Kibwana alikuwa anafanya stuff zake in his county. Na ni ana launch. Sasa wewe unaenda ku launch kitu gawa na nafaa tumerudishwa nyuma boss.
Imagine.
Kitu governor alikuwa na launch.
Wewe unaenda ku launch.
Unaenda kwa
governor. To do what?
Atumeleta maendeleo. Hapana, governor ndio analeta maendeleo bwana. Weka huko. Weka huko vice staff zako.
We do staff zako.
Time za unye former president staff zilikuwa zinalaunchwa kwa counties. I remember even Machakos governor.
We're invited as a guest.
The Machakos governor then built palaces for his constituents. Na si ameiacha. But you didn't see anyone cutting flowers there. Kuna mtu anakuja kukata kuda. Wewe alifanya yake, Kivuza alikuwa anafanya yake. Muranga pia kulikuwa nakumbuka Mwangeweria kilaunch staff mingi sana Muranga.
Mingi. Governor ndo ana launch.
Governor anafanya.
Governor ndo ana launch vitu wake.
Saizi Council of Governor hata chairman hatukumbukangi.
Council of Governor kazi yake kupiga kelele. Kazi yake kuongea.
Everything imerudishwa back to where we were.
Kazi ya Council of Governor ni kuomba pesa kila siku kwa functions. Hapa say by the wametule COG il dead. That's how it died. Yeah, that's how it died.
And then governors ended up just end up to kuwa VIPs in big cars.
Yeah,
that's it.
The only thing governors do right now, if you hear governors talking, they're only asking for money. Nothing else.
Ni unfortunate.
Tupe pesa, tuma pesa.
I think hiyo gavaya the former president si walitoa domo sana for devolution. I think it was the highest.
Sana.
They even increased, if I can remember.
Devolution, the way I understand it, governors are the presidents of that county.
Yes,
so
mandate.
Wakona mandate ya kuunda vitu zao za kuenhance life ya watu wenye wanaishi kwa hizo counties.
Hata before I knew a lot of governors because staff was na happen.
Lakini saa hii governor badala atengenezewa wase wake vitu analilia doctor na ndo anaokota kwake. Unaokota do kwako alafu unapeleka kwingine alafu sasa tena unaanza kuiomba nipeeni do yangu. It is your money. You should use your money, whatever remains send it to the national government or get a certain percentage. Not a big percentage, a small percentage. Tumia national government. Alafu wewe deal na watu wako. That's your house. Build your house. Now, some counties that haziwezi zijibuild kwa sababu hawana do.
Could relax to.
Na wakitumiwa do
relax to.
Wanaweka pocket.
Hakuna enough ya kuiba na maendeleo bwana.
Hakuna. Ejera kuja inabidi
tu niweke kwa expense bwana. Not surplus.
Ghost project.
But even saying so, I'll go angalia what's happening in Kisumu. Mwana Nyanyang Nyong'o is the governor there is doing a lot of tremendous work. Kwa kumengara masjima. Jamaa yakikamua bana.
Najua watu I think ni wewe niliambia watu wa mlima are fighting the wrong battle. They are fighting the wrong people.
Let us look at tafadhali.
People from the mountain, you are fighting people from the lake for apparently no good reason. It's just hate. Yenye mumepewa, mkaambiwa.
Yes,
you are fighting people for nothing. Nyinyi wenye mnapigana na these guys, people from the mountain, you are fighting people from the lake. Look at the people from the lake. They have a city. They have a airport. You are fighting the wrong people.
Umesema potea nikasikia nime.
They have an airport. They have wakona port hata ya lake.
Let me tell you.
They have 2 ports.
Every county by now tunafaa tukue na airport. Yes. One that's functioning. Wachana na hizi
atikarano.
These ones that are there saizi, they were made for the
colonial
before to engage devolution. That's why they were there, because these cities needed to be connected for business purposes. Lakini saizi every place kukona county, kukona governor. 42, those are 42 airports. Angalia na
47 counties.
Oh, sorry. 47. 47. Saizi tunafaa kuona 40 more.
Hata si 40 more. Tunafaa tuko na how many cities sahi? 4. Tuko na 4. Mombasa, Kisumu,
Nairobi,
Nakuru should have an LD bado. Nakuru should have an airport. Not just an airport, exactly. An international airport. And Kisumu should receive international flights.
Yes.
Yeah,
They should.
Hata
Eldoret, if you
Eldoret
ask me,
iko na
it should
airport.
be upgraded to a city. Hii kitu ingekuwa ishafanya kitambo. We should be having 5 cities right now.
People should be able to land from international flights in Eldoret.
Yeah.
But lakini ka airports zinajengwa, my friend. We can't.
Yeah, airport hata lakini wacha tuwape ideas. Tena mtatupeleka Njaro ya stadium.
Yeah.
That is my ideas za kutunyorosha.
Acha kwanza mimi nashindwa. Niliona gava inasema 2027 tuna hold AFCON. Na stadiums gani? Kasa na Nyayo ile uliona Benihin. Nyayo. Uliona stadiums za Ivory Coast. Tunaringana Kenya ati Kenya sijui. Kenya we are sijui I don't know what. A country which yenye ilikuwa na civil war. Iko na stadium poa sana. Poa kali.
I don't want to kumbusha story. I was checking statistics za Israel. Yeah? Israel is a country with 9.4 million population. Whole country. Very small country.
Na inasumbua
population unajua GDP yao ni ngapi? Karibu 500 billion dollars. 500 billion dollars. Na unajua hao ukulima ni kadogo. Imagine GDP per capita.
Unajua
msee mmoja ana stand for $55,000.
You know shida mostly na kuanga na the people who run the government. It's like ukona kampuni, you the CEO, the CFO, all the directors and everyone, if you don't run the company well, the company is going to shut down, sindio? So the brains zenye zina run the company zinafaa ziko very sharp to do the things they have to do the company run na make dough, you know. So kuna vitu mob zina entail in a company, sindio? From the head to the last person, ule cleaner huko chini, kila kitu lazima run perfectly do generate dough na do grow. Now come to the country. Huku juu we have people who are very smart but they think about themselves. Afikiri how to run the country, you know. If we have very smart people, but when it comes to running the country, they think about themselves. So ile do yenye wana collect, they awairudishi to good use, wanaiweka kwa mfuko, they start it abroad. Yeah, wanajinunulia everything they want. So the little yenye nabaki ndo wanajaribu kumanage nayo huku chini, you know. If wangekuwa wanarudisha the whole not hata tuseme not the whole amount, at least a large sum of the amount huku chini kwa watu, then country itakuwa poa. So kama hiyo Israel, there are few, wako very few, lakini management huko juu inarudisha hiyo do chini yote inaunda infrastructure, inaunda everything.
Granted pia wako na corruption, but
wako na haikosangi
to this level.
Even in the US there is corruption but not to this level. So hii yetu ni hadi ule mwenye the head mwenyewe ni corrupt. Unaget? The head mwenyewe ni corrupt. So if the head is corrupt, definitely the juniors kwenda chini, everybody is going to be corrupt because huko chini anajua hata nikiiba,
because by now that's the way of doing things.
Yeah, that's the way of doing things. So if the junior steals, he knows, even the boss steals. So there's nothing the boss can do. The boss huko juu na it's a hierarchy of thieves. Hivi inapanda tu mpaka the head.
Hata kwanza even juzi tu kulikuwa na there's been a lot of reports and exposés on how the judiciary is just
rotten.
Kabisa.
Exactly.
Kabisa. Yeah. Saizi hata
the justice is for the highest bidder.
Exactly. Exactly. So unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. If the head mwenyewe Akwe is not corrupt, Akwe is not a thief, Akwe very strict, everybody, you know, if you hit one, everybody else is going to shake. But ukinyamaza, we mwenyewe uko juu ni kukula, kazi ni kukula. Huko chini.
Mimi nitasema something very controversial, but to me, the former president, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, if you ask me, okay, if you ask me personally, I'm a demonstrate. To me, he's one of the best leaders we've ever had. The best. Everyone says Kibaki, but me, I don't credit Kibaki because of post-election violence happened under his tenure. It happened whether we like it or not. The buck stops with the president. Whether it was some leaning umse ndio alichapa ama hii community ndio ilichapa hii community, to me we are losing the bigger picture. At that time kuna mse alikuwa anajiita head of state. He was the president, and his inability to control that situation is what made the situation worse. He didn't take ownership. So to me, kwangu, that stain in it makes me not appreciate the full picture. Of course, there's a lot. And later the new constitution, and improve economy to what we know Kenya to be now, and walifanya a lot of, they've done a lot of work, but hiyo staining as ku maintainiwa before it got to that situation, he would have been the best by far. But ebu angalia sasa during the former president's tenure, as much as tulikuwa hapa tukicriticize, we were given the permission to criticize. Let's just recognize that in the first instance. Everyone was just talking trash about him. But he focus nini? On the job.
Service delivery.
On the job, alikuwa on the job. Everyone said, Prezos boys do nini, familia yenyu, and he's been attacked through that up to now. But angalia Kenya alifanya. This loans zenye tuko na ambazo zilichukuliwa, we saw where they went. No one was saying hii pesa iliwekwa kwa mfuko.
Okay, hata kama iliwekwa, at least tunaona something was done.
There's a lot tuliona.
There's a lot tuliona.
Second, the opposition was active. Third, abu angalia judiciary. Who was the person in charge at the time? Mara, the mse mikono safi.
Actually ningerecommend Maraga asimame for president.
Si ndio?
So now the thing is, Wakenya hawatamvote.
Minda vote asimame. Me have seen his work. Minda vote. If I'm the only guy kwa hiyo kona,
Wakenya watasema hajaiba.
Tupeni options. Acheni kutupea chetu nsiongee vibaya. Acheni kupea makasisi buda. Tupea.
Wao wanatupeana. Ule Wakenya mnatupeana.
Vitu random bana. Tupeni Maraga akona track record. Tupe. At least give us that option. But sasa mimi naonanga there's some powers that control these things, mnatupea very bad options.
Bad options.
Bad options. So maybe he's been one of the best. Expressway ilipanda nini, people will complain nini. And then hata kulikuwa na a point pia things get worse.
Yeah.
He had the same difficult situation that the former president had and him. Si mnakumbuka Uhuru Park. That situation by the
imagine
situation
what Uhuru Park walisema inagrabiwa. Uhuru Park walisema inagrabiwa na the former president. Wakasema inagrabiwa. Saa hii ndio watu wengine wanakimbia kuhold festivals every day. Walisema inagrabiwa. You know,
the situation ilikuwa volatile. Mse kujiswari na sema ni rezo. Now end the current president.
Bad.
City. Then don't forget pia time pia nini.
If
there's a lot of challenges Ali face.
Uhuru was not good. Okay, I don't say that he never did.
Of course.
I don't say he was an angel. No, he was not good, but alifanya stuff. Hii mali mnaenda kuholdia Labor Day, he built it. Ni hizo pesa mnasema tengenezea di stadium this
housing ni alifanya
bila kutaxwa
si unanielewa bila
hata watu wale ambao nyinyi apply ni
enjoy subsidies we enjoyed alitupeleka poa through the pandemic although it was unnecessary
but
unnecessary
very unnecessary but at least he tried could do
something. Wewe ulitumiwa pesa, hebu jaribu kutumiwa pesa na hii serikali uone. It is hatari tu wape kuliko wewe.
Watu wametoa till numbers wameficha.
It is so hard.
You are being unataxiwa ati ndio mlipe madeni. Si ati unataxiwa iwasaidie. No. You are being taxed kulipa deni. County governments hazilipi employees at the counties are going for months without money.
Demolitions ziko hata. Mimi nilienda home nikakuta on the way. Sasa hiyo barabara ya kwenda kwa Jackezi ya Madhi. Unakuta mahouse imebomolewa. Mimi nilikuta nani unadhani ni tao huko ni ocha nikishagi buda na house imebomolewa nilandeni ni a prison. Imagine zilibomolewa bana, watu wanapewa notice huko, watu wahame. Sasa huo jamaa all his efforts, na kuna jamaa alikuwa hadi na kija ngapi 4 alikuwa amejenga asikie mawe ya BNB all of that x ile NCA bwana.
It's so bad. Gava inabomolewa watu manyumba, gava haifanyi watu anything, na mali zao wanajenga hadi kwa river kidogo, hata wasongeshe hiyo river venye nani alikuwa anasema the former governor previous ama ni former nani Waitito, songesha mto wewe jenga ipite kwingine. That's what this government inafanya. But anyway, kumi strong. Hapa lazima miujiza ifanyike, na si ile ya Benin ya kutishia mapastors wanajirusha.
I've never seen people wanani confuse kwa Kenya. Kitu nikwambie tu kweli. Very confusing people, because we have so much potential to be a great nation. That's a sad reality. But our choices na our actions,
choices ndo zinatukula. We are a very hardworking nation. Yes. Choices. The people tunaweka huko juu hao ndo wanatukula.
Ati unataka
tu mtu mmoja a sober mind.
Mimi nilisikia mzunye on KTN amesema ati gawa imesema akate license ya kupanda kahawa. Hadi akasema, are you mad? It is my land, I choose what to do with it. How do I need na akapeana a very good example. Akasema Uganda I think is a big farmer kabisa. Yako na acres mob sana. Akasema Uganda hapa is the 5th largest exporter of coffee in the world.
Kenya tunapanga?
Si tuko alisema tuko namba 19.
Tulirudi hiyo yote.
Tulirudi huko chini. Na bado tukiwa 19 after Uganda. I think Ethiopia ndio regional.
Ethiopia is very.
Si mnajua size ya Uganda? I don't have to tell you. Kenya we have a lot of capacity.
Na capacity lakini
kufanya hii stuff. So sisi tumekasirisha farmers, ni ku-uproot wana-uproot. Then tena sasa juzi tumepeleka KRA agents, alafu sasa tena uitishe farmer license ya kupanda kahawa. Hata sisi tunajaribiki sana.
License ya kuweka ng'ombe nyumbani. License ya kuweka kuku.
It is very unfair.
Takasikia kumi strong.
Unajua wewe acha tuniseme hivi. Ukiona msichana make do, wacha kutaka kila kitu ikuwe yako. It is perfectly fine for someone to make money without paying you, because one way or another they pay you in some way. Okay? This guy was making this money from farming. Atalipia mafuta. Is mafuta taxed?
Yeah.
Aya.
Everything is being taxed.
Aya.
Seeds taxed.
Hiyo maziwa yako nayo. Exactly. There's so many things. He contributes.
Pesticides kwa hizo plants.
He contributes. Wacha kuangalia ile mingi yako nayo. Angalia yenye already unapata.
haikuangi mingi. You get mingi kwa sababu you have a lot of acreage of land.
Unaweza scale
That's why una get mingi, but the person who akona an acre or half an acre apati mingi, cause expense ya ku bring that produce to where it is ni a lot of money, ni do mingi sana. So kitu anapata ni kitu kidogo, alafu wewe na uko hapo tu unamulika ekelea.
Anyway, yeah, as you can see,
Revolution.
this is a very
2027.
a very close to heart topic. So Kenyan nitasema
2027.
what I'll say about this situation is, let's give our final thoughts on each, because we spent already an hour on politics and we can talk forever. So it's good to have an end to things, and yet tutaishia hapa, but what's your parting shot, Dean?
Revolution 2027 ballot box. If you see somebody different hapo, vote for that person. Vote for that person. Wachana na, don't recycle these leaders. Put somebody else. Let us see that other person atafanya nini for your country, for your county, for your MP, for your CMCA, women. Choose somebody else. Now people should stop voting for the color of the party. Choose somebody you see is going to make a difference in your life and in your area. Not something big, but something small. Something small. Na si mwizi, msichague wezi. Ati mwizi tunajua atatuletea, hata kuletea, atarudi kuiba tena vizuri. Kuna kukuletea na kuletea, narudi kuiba. Na don't choose people who have questionable characters. They are going just to wanaingia politics in order to safeguard their interests. Choose people with sober minds.
Right.
2027
Revolution. Mimi, on my end, we already have the solutions. We do not need new plans. We do not need new... Just, nika new year. Kenya does not need new resolutions. Everything has been thought of. Waswali shapanga hizi stuff. Hata hizi mabarabara mnashinda mkiunda ziliundwa kitambo. The plans have been there. Just go check kwa hizi ministries. Zimeozea huko kwa mafile. Hizi sijui whatever expressway sijui nini rally, all these things were drawn a long time. So to me, we don't need new plans or new innovation or nini. Kenyans, we just need to be good implementers. And so far, the ones that are there are not good implementers. So I would say, again, revolution, tuchague wase wenye wata implement. End of story. No new positions, no nothing, no CASs, hatuhitaji, everything equal. Let's just go look for guys wenye watafanya hii kazi wafanye. Kama hawawezi, we keep trying. Na tusi give up. But that should be the new standard.
Revolution
2027. Let's move on to the next one. What was the next topic? Business. For 2024, kama unaanzia biashara utafanya nini?
Biashara ni mingi sahi.
Still.
Me what naambia to anybody who's thinking to do business, kama umefanya IT, just do something regarding IT. IT, you can get employed and you can do something for yourself. You can do marketing, branding. IT is right now, everybody is digital. Everybody is content creating, everybody is doing their stuff online. So IT, coding, everything IT. Right now I'll just say IT, for me IT is the thing, is the way to go. Utaenda ufanye any other course, okay, it's good, you can do any other course, but kupata hiyo kazi is ni shida. Then inabidi you stop doing what you so mad, uanze kufanya
kitu ingine. So
right now, if you did IT, venture into anything digital marketing, branding, anything. Kama unataka kuanza kazi, anza fanya hiyo kazi ya IT. IT is the best way to go.
Very good point.
Skill.
Very
just
good
learn a skill. Ni hivyo.
Same.
Yeah.
I was about to say something, but he's covered it. So yeah, I mean, as I say, the same thing. Me personally, pay me hit home, very close to home. So brilliant minds kwa sciences, but ikifika kwa grao jobs hakuna. And we tried ma networks manini unajaribu, but at the end of the day, because of the way this country is built, if you don't know someone in a certain institution, home say ataingia. So unaona hata ukijua msee, still unapata kusikia there are no openings, tutakwambia zikipatikana. So the only way most likely hata ukiwa na network ni kuhongana, unaona, so hongane ndio upate hiyo job. So to me that's a lot of backwardness. Okay, na tena mimi ni msee wa biz, I'm very proud. As a business person, I'm very proud. So kuna things mi siwezi fanya, okay, but I feel for them for how much hard work they have to put in ndio apate tu job. Yeah. So mi Kenya ilinisaidia ni the fact I do business and I do it for myself, so naweza maneuver. So it's been an advantage, especially in this economic environment. Na saa hizi already, let's just be clear, we're in a recession, okay. Pockets are tightening, budgets are tightening everywhere. So saa hizi every business, I'm sure, in a struggle. Every business is in a struggle with the current economic environment. At before the pandemic, I think we were growing at 6% or something. Saa hizi tumeshuka all the way to 4.7, and that's lower compared to the month before. So definitely there's a recession, and it's not just here, it's global. So yeah, go if you can, because business is not for everyone. I'll be honest, business is not for everyone. If you can, go into business, number one. And then number two, I'd now echo what Deno said. If you can, maze ingia history ya IT. Ingia to story IT. Just go into there and niche down. Okay? Just go and look at the whole tech scene. Tech scene kuna sasa hiyo coding, kuna hardwares, where kuna ma graphics, Nvidia, which is now one of the current it's the current most valuable company in the world. Hao wameride nini? Wameride hardware, wameride tech, and that's AI. Na bado hata jafika huku. So kuna new opportunities. If you just go and consume AI news, you will find trends where you can fit. You can create AI videos. You can create content. Wasu overlook history ya kujiekelea camera, but it's a very big industry right now. Worth billions. Not shillings, dollars. Ebu angalia YouTube, what are they in? Ebu angalia the entertainment industry. Hizi movies unaona. You know, people confuse movies na content. They are the same thing. The podcast ilitokea juzi, currently ina grow. Podcast has not been there for some time. I think the range of the existence of a podcast is maybe maximum 10 years or so. Okay? So hizi si ndio tunakachona. How many podcasts do you know? Podcasts. You might see them like there are many, but radio stations are even more. TV stations even more. Movies even more. So you can also do podcasts. And that bado iko hiyo area ya content media, na bado hiyo iko under technology, na bado hiyo iko under IT. So you niche down. You can do a podcast. A podcast, if you're consistent with it, I can tell you for free. If you're consistent with a podcast on a weekly basis, give yourself, especially you Kenya, give yourself 3 to 5 years. If you niche down on a category, 3 to 5 years, your podcast will be doing well if you're consistent.
You never know. Might not even
Wanza kucharge wase hapa kujiplug in.
Because hata kufika hiyo 5 years, where's jua? Just one day you wake up, it's blown.
Yeah, so there's so many options. Because as content, if you just become hata ujifunze editing, like they know saying you learn a skill. Editing. No one has the time to edit. People like creating content but hawapendi kuedit. Charge msee kuedit a certain video for a certain time. Boom, you're in business. Hiyo ni editing. So you do the audio, you do the visuals. That's it. Most of the big content creators on YouTube, when they get to a certain point, they are making enough money. All of them outsource editing. So if you become a good editor, nakwambia tu utakuwa lucrative. You will get a job. You will get a job if you are a good editor. So that's one of the many IT things you can do. So yeah, if you were to start a business, I agree with Deno. Ingia IT, go into content creation, and if you can, start with a business. If you can't, learn a skill, get employed, survive. Hii story ya foreign jobs, do you end work
kataa kwa ya
hizo boss, hizo haziendangi hivyo wenye unadhani, they are not that simple. So just learn a skill.
Everything is not simple. Everything has to have a start. Lazima ujitume. Wezi lala na uamke kesho you're a millionaire.
Hata sisi, this is something we are doing. We are not comfortable with it, but it's something we know that can help us in the future. So lazima tufanye.
Acha tujitume.
There's other things we can do. Lazima tufanye. Hata mimi nimelearn how to create a website. Deno has done the same. We both learned how to create websites because we see it as a way of making money. So sasa sisi tumekuwa in the products business for some time. Me have been in the service industry. Deno ameuza products mingi sana, hata mimi nimeuza. But at some point you look at new opportunities, you learn new skills. So yeah, at a website, you can niche down on a website. Blogs, nini, kuna so many options.
There's so many options.
And good thing, most of these things they are now recorded.
Yeah, say
ingia ki YouTube to search.
Yeah, say at
how to
how to
how to create a website. How to edit a video.
Everything
free, for free. You don't even have to pay.
Internet iko na si ya Safaricom.
For free. Ingia tu una search, learn a skill. Hata ku code. I've taught my daughters how to code for free. Why? Because it's the internet. So get active. Stop being lazy. Get active. Do something long enough. Jitoe kwa situation yako. Make some money. Come tell us stories of how this podcast helped you to do something.
Do something. Let's do something.
But I like that. That was a good point.
Jitoa tu somewhere you find yourself now. Kopoa.
Alright. That was something helpful at least. Matopiga kelele, we've helped someone. Next ni Mandai.
Ati watu wanapenda magari.
Sisi hata sisi tunapenda magari.
Project cars.
Project cars.
Taki kumenja.
Najua utaventure.
Taki vita.
Sasa when it comes to cars, the topic we chose today was project cars. Because kumekuwa na resurgence by the way. Ukicheki online, Twitter nini. So wasio anaamsha
magari mzee.
Si gari za boss, gari ziko 30 years old. Naamsha gari unatuambia Superman book. Ni sawa, but at least both of us agree it's a bad idea. We agree. Na si
it's a bad idea kama
pole sana, tumepatikana na hitilafu ya mitambo bwana. So
tunaongelea juu ya project cars. Project cars, ukiwa na pesa go for it. Kama una pesa kaa kando, achana na wenye wako na pesa waende. Wangangane na project cars. Na secondly, kama una gari iko functional, up to date, wachana na project car.
Tafuta gari iko reliable
kwako kwanza, tumia hiyo.
Tafuta gari tu unajua ni sure bet, then endea project
car and see it completion. Tuonyeshe
historia
kupigwa chocha na
watu online kwa maisha yako, umalizangi kitu. Malizi kitu ba.
Malizi, see it completion. Tuambie I started this January, I'm done with it for a whole year.
Hata kuna sendli KPP.
But project cars sidhani, I don't think you should do it for a whole year. That's a hiyo project
unless kama una import parts juu kuna wase nilikuwa nimeona
wewe kama una import parts
IPP ni it's a company I think iko inda wako poa sana mandai rangi wao do mechanical wao do pia tuning na performance na pia wao do rangi so me I follow them on Instagram IPP Kenya so sijukani I think ni Wahindi hawa si sasa unasema project ka sijui tu gari tuzee hapa au letewa sasa hizi magari expel sana nimeona hivyo mingi sana na masubaru zikienda huko so hawa si wao do everything na sasa hao
ni strip kabisa
hao sasa hata si ile hapo sidhani unaweza enda hapo kama hauna mita kadhaa to be honest because the extent details so uenda wao leto hadi una project kaya unaweza pata ni project kaya tuseme Mitsubishi Evo inaendanga kwa street but some say anataka ku upgrade brakes anataka engine kama namba performance parts wanaenda wanazileta unaona stuff zimetoka Germany zinapakiwa gari inasukwa
hiyo ndo project hiyo ndo that's
gari
the project
inasukwa
kuna ingine tunaonanga tu hapa watu wanafanya like joking do a good project car everybody appreciates a good project car
kabisa
everybody appreciates it hata kama hukuitisha anything from abroad but you started something and you bring to completion with the locally available things at least the car is functional haina mashida si ati ikienda one trip from here to town
haiwezi
ishaasha mataa kwa dashboard ishachemka that's unajumiza ya bure
so hiyo story venye tu amesema project car number 1 kuwa na reliable before watu wanze project car number 2 seat to completion number 3 kuwa na kadala lazima do
your pockets to be deep
and sasa kuna wase wao suggest ati unaweza fanya project car na uiuse
you can unaweza unaweza tengeneza a good car everything is good ati hezi toka hapa ifike tawe chemke ati hezi toka hapa ifike tawe washe dashboard you know the car is good it's completely good you can sell it
lakini sasa do it miona hauwezi make do mob now because ya expense sometimes
so zingine
expenses you run backward basi sababu unaweza lata hii gari utaibuy okay let's assume ilikuwa imelala hiyo sasa sioni kama unaweza make do yenye mimi naona unaweza make do maybe ni gari ilikuwa inatembea
you
just needed some
alafu sasa
ilikuwa tu inahitaji some few fixings here and there nothing major mechanical ni karangi tu maybe tu miguu
na change
ikaera bas hiyo unaweza make do lakini gari zenye unaitanga old school unaenda unaona mabati unasema ati this is a good project car hiyo itakunyorosha itakufunza adabu
pata gari zimelala kwa garages
hata unajua au unaweza mention unajua Karis tulienda kwake tukakuta Discovery
msalikuwa amechukua
Land Rover ile 110 kale ile box
110
TDI ile ya kitambo
walikuwa wanaamusha
buda ilishakula mita na
project car
na bado hata vioo jaekwa
ndio nakwambia
rangi siko imenyoroshwa vizuri bado ilikuwa inanyoroshwa but seats ilikuwa imeundwa na nini
unapata mtu amechukua project car zimelala kwa garage ukienda garage unaweza kwa nini mwenyewe anakuambia hii
technical issues video nashinda kijipose not sure what's going on over there but project cars in summary let's just finish up then I think we'll call it a day so technical project cars in summary
not much one you have to have money secondly you have a car which is operational you don't depend on that project car thirdly see it to completion
yes sir so that's it for the podcast number 2 tumeingia double digits bana la kamoja hapa so I'll see you on the next one next week, of course. No plan to consistent as much as we can. And thank you for your time and tuning in. And as Deno said,
What? Project Cars. What? Oh, yeah. Always don't forget 2027 revolution.
it's a revolution,
It's a
bana.
revolution, bana.
See you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.